Hi everyone. Today we're returning to 1972, to a time when I was still buying the odd 7-inch vinyl single, and I bought this one. It's Virginia Plain by Roxy Music, and that's what we're going to listen to today. The first single that Roxy Music ever put out, and it came out a couple of months after their debut album. This fellow, or this lady, created quite a stir. That album cover did. A bit of glamour on the front, and they continued to do that, didn't they, for quite a few albums after that. Roxy Music fans, we've done a few Roxy Music songs on the channel. So if you're new to the channel, please enjoy the video. Hopefully you'll like it, and you press the thumbs up and you subscribe to our channel. We've got lots of interesting stuff, a lot of underrated or perhaps forgotten songs. This might not be either of those, but I really felt in the mood for playing songs that I like because it's my channel. So we're doing Roxy Music, we're doing Virginia Plain. It was quite a breakthrough for 1972. Most of us had never heard anything like this before, and I remember sitting in the pub, putting this on a jukebox and thinking, wow, this is different. But there was some stuff in here that I liked. It was kind of my wheelhouse to a degree. We'll talk about that a bit more afterwards. Let's listen to the song first of all. Okay, I've got these the wrong way round. That's it. Okay. The debut single that did not appear on the album, not in the UK at any rate. We'll talk about the albums and everything else a bit afterwards. But this is Virginia Plain by Roxy Music. Here we go.
Big time. Take me on a roller coaster. Take me for an airplane ride. Take me for a 6-day with love. Don't you throw my pride side by side. What's real and make believe? Baby James and Acapulco, we are flying down to Rio. You're so chic to the world who love we. Babies up the mountain streamline, midnight through casino floors. Dance the cha-cha through till sunrise. Opens up exclusive doors for a while. Just like the windows look the same. So me and you, just we two, got to search for something new.
Yep, that's her name. There's nowhere to stop to pause in that song. What the hell? Just go right the way through. It was such an interesting, different kind of sound. Um, 1972, the album was released in June. I think the single was released in August, so a couple of months later. And when the single came out, when Virginia Plain came out, then the interest in the album really perked up because, they kind of looked pretty weird. And they'd done stuff like, I think they played on the Old Grey Whistle Test. I'm sure I remember seeing them play on that BBC Two uh, brilliant rock TV show back in the day. There was nothing like it when you heard proper rock music. The bands came in, they played live. Um, None of this miming stuff that you had on Top of the Pops or anything like that. It was the real deal. And Whispering Bob Harris was the host who knew all about everything, but so unassuming and so quiet and so respectful. It was a real nerds kind of show, but it was brilliant. But yeah, they were different. I mean, you look at the photos on the cover. Um, the guys are really. Phil Manzanera there in the shades. He had taken over before the album was made. He'd taken over as lead guitarist from Davey O'List, who had been with the Nice initially, but he had a big fight with I think the drummer Paul Thompson while they were auditioning for EG, and Phil was the roadie, and he had auditioned for the guitar slot when the band first formed, and he didn't get it. He got the roadie gig, but he was brought in as the guitarist because he'd learnt everything after that. And there, of course, you got Brian Ferry. Um, no, not sorry. That's Andy Mackay, the saxophonist, and there's Brian Ferry next to him. Um, who else have we got here? We've got, I think that's Graham Simpson. It is Graham Simpson, the original bass player who didn't play anymore after this album. And here, of course, is the famous Brian Eno, just called Eno then. We all know what he went on to do. And over here we have Paul Thompson, that's the drummer. Yeah, weird looking guys. Rolling Stone were on, they printed something along the lines of, surprisingly, they liked it. They said, art rock is for the nerds, glam rock is sexy. This is a mixture of the both. The mix of nerdy art rock with sexy glam rock, and you got Roxy music, and it was a real ride. And I've got all their albums, and we must do something from every album along the way. We really must. The last one I did was from the later period, Oh Yeah, which is a lot more smooth and poppy. This was spiky. I mean, the Andy Mackay on sax, and he doesn't really play melodic sax melodies, does he? He's sort of making weird noises and weird sounds, and you got Eno's synthesizer, also weird noises and sounds. He didn't profess to be a musician at this stage, Eno. How he, it's an amazing journey how he became the go-to producer for so many of the biggest bands in the world within the next 6 or 7 years. Um, quite fascinating. So yeah, it was a strange instrument lineup. Brian Ferry played piano as well, so you can hear that uh, the rat-a-tat-tat almost of the piano going right through the song. It's interesting. It's different. But it's so of that time, and it takes me back to the summer of 1972, like you can't believe. And this is only a couple of months after Ziggy Stardust came out. There's another summer of 72 album that takes me back to that day, to that particular time. Ziggy Stardust. Wow. And Wishbone Ash, August. All of these 72 albums, I always say 72 is the best year for rock and roll. So much brilliant stuff. And just around the corner, the following month from here, was Close to the Edge. Also at this time was Foxtrot. Oh my word, I must stop. Please tell me what you think about Roxy Music. What do you think about the early days? Of course, this was a single. It was put onto the US version of the debut album. Um, so, yeah, Americans always like to mix things up a little bit. Did you ever buy the album? It didn't do much in the States. It didn't make the charts. It got to number 4 in the UK. And I think the single got to number 10, but didn't bother the charts at all in the States. Uh, how did you first get to hear about Roxy Music if you're in the US? I'd be very interested to know. But there we are. That's us, I think, for today. We'll finish there. Please like, subscribe, look at our Patreon. We have a Buy Me a Coffee as well. Um, and I look forward to seeing you on our next episode where I'm going to play another of my favourite songs. I look forward to seeing you then because it will be tomorrow. But until then, cheers everybody.